I'm Sam. Welcome back to Brickwall Pictures. Today I'm taking a look at Moebius, the 2013 South Korean, I guess horror film, maybe thriller, maybe drama. It's a little bit hard to classify. Moebius is a bizarre, depraved ride that is extremely difficult to pin down. Within the opening minutes, a woman tries to cut her husband's penis off, but he stops her, so she cuts her son's penis off instead. Then she eats it. The son's father feels bad, so he has his own penis surgically removed in an act of solidarity. And it's a Kim Ki-duk film, which means it all happens wordlessly. There is no dialogue in the entire film. Not a single spoken word. At this point, my sicko brain was captivated and wondering where the hell the film could possibly go from here. Moebius follows a natural, logical chain of events for the rest of the runtime. This happens, so this happens, so this happens, with some compelling drama and some fucked up depravity along the way. If you are unfamiliar with Kim Ki-duk, I would recommend checking him out. He has a clear directorial style that remains consistent across all of his films while tackling wildly different subject matter throughout his career. His films Three Iron and Spring, Summer, Winter, Fall, and Spring are bona fide masterpieces. I highly recommend them both to absolutely everyone. Moebius, on the other hand, is a lot harder to recommend to people. I enjoyed it a whole lot, and it got reactions out of me that most films don't manage. But I think I can only safely recommend it to the hardcore crowd. It's fucked up in a unique way, and I would guess that most general audience members will be completely turned away by this film. If you're a casual horror viewer, there's a good chance you won't like Moebius. I won't spoil anything that happens after the initial few minutes, because the less said, the better. For those who have seen it, let me just say the stuff with the rocks and the wiggling knife made me cringe and squirm in a way that horror movies often attempt but very rarely manage to pull off successfully. This film has a fairly stripped-back shooting style. It's shot digitally, and there are a handful of moments where the picture quality or camera work is just a touch below ideal, but it wasn't anywhere near enough to hurt my viewing experience. Worth noting that although the film is full of horrific imagery, it isn't really shot like a horror film for most of it. It's shot more like a drama with some occasionally darker flourishes. It lets the subject matter be what's horrifying about it, rather than the presentation. The visual presentation remains rather reserved all throughout. Kim Ki-duk's wordless style might be a tough pill for some viewers to swallow, as there are a few moments where the lack of dialogue feels just like a little bit contrived, like the film is going to great lengths to avoid having dialogue. But for me, it just adds to the off-kilter vibe of the whole piece. It works remarkably well in telling this story without a single word. I don't know of any other filmmakers as committed to this neo-silent film approach as Kim Ki-duk. The lead performances are all very strong, especially with how much heavy lifting they're required to do with just their facial expressions and gestures. Performing wordlessly is a challenge, and each of these lead performers definitely rose to the task. So I can't recommend Moebius to everyone, but if it sounds like your kind of thing, then check it out. I do highly recommend it to those people. To everyone else, check out Three Iron or Spring, Summer, Winter, Fall, and Spring. Thanks for watching this review. I wanted to keep this one pretty quick. If you want to hear me talk about more horror movies, then check out the Macabre Month of Horror playlists that are on the screen right now. It's my annual horror movie marathon reviewing horror films from all around the world. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.